But from the look of things now, there are those who also wonder. They thought that the panel was supposed to submit its report to the assembly, having constituted that panel, but the panel went ahead to acquit the governor. Is that the procedure?
No, the panel just, after standing down, after the council to Nasarawa State House of Assembly withdrew from participating, they stood down, came back, and then reeled out their findings. And if you were listening, they said they are going to report their findings to the House of Assembly as required by the relevant provisions of Section 188.
Yeah, but there are those who thought that, I mean, if the State House of Assembly did ask the CJ, set up this panel, do your findings, and then report back to them, people thought that announcing the acquittal of the governor before submitting the report to the House, isn't that a political game to tell everyone, well, yes, he's free? Because the case in Adamawa, it was the House of Assembly, they submitted the report, and then they announced, and some say precedents across board, that's how it should have been. But here, they had an agenda. Do you agree?
Well, the Constitution did not prevent the panel from doing whatever is necessary to perform their functions. Now, they are supposed to report their findings to the House of Assembly. What they stated at plenary of the session which you are quoting does not amount to be a report to the House of Assembly. And I do not think they are doing that with any ill motive. I believe that because the session was televised live, that is why everybody was able to listen to that. If it were not televised live, maybe it would have just gone like that, and the House of Assembly would just have received the report. And in any case, once a report is submitted to the House of Assembly that the governor is not guilty, no further action. The House of Assembly are not even supposed to debate on the matter as soon as a report of not guilty is submitted to them. They are not supposed to debate on it. So they should just await the submission of the report by the committee. I do not believe that what the panel did had any ill motive.
Let me read then of the same section 1889. I beg your pardon. Let me go through 8 first before getting to 9. 8 says, where the panel reports to the House of Assembly that the allegation has not been proved, well, no further proceedings shall be taken in respect of the matter. Then 9 says, where the report of the panel is that the allegation against the holder of the office has been proved, and then within 14 days, they will go on. But you have those who also wonder,
yes,
what if the panel of the State House of Assembly says, we have issues with the constitution of this panel by the CJ in the first instance? Well, yes, you have finished what you're doing, but we can start the whole process again. What if they do that?
Well, the House of Assembly will have no power to do that. They only have to go to the court to seek interpretation of the action of the panel, whether their action conforms with the spirit of that subsection. They cannot arrogate to themselves the power to determine the function of a stakeholder that has been given specific responsibilities by the Constitution. They were given responsibilities by the Constitution. The Chief Judge is given a responsibility by the Constitution. The panel is given responsibility by the Constitution. And each person cannot challenge the other. Only the court can determine whether an action of any of them conforms with the spirit and letter of the Constitution.
What if they...
So if they arrogate to themselves, the question of trying to determine whether the panel acted in good faith or acted in accordance with the Constitution, the Constitution said the panel shall submit a report to the House, period.
Do you think...
If they do anything contrary...
Yeah, let me ask. I mean, what if the Assembly says, okay, we have seen new evidence to corroborate previous allegations? Does it mean that no new evidence can pop up, and if it pops up, the deed has already been done, he's been acquitted by the panel?
Yes, as you read, as soon as a no guilty charge is submitted to the House of Assembly, no further proceedings on those issues, on those 16 allegations, can ever crop up again.
New evidence or
not? There are
not?
Judicial pronouncements to that respect.
So how would you now mend the fences between the governor and the state assembly? I mean, you've talked about the fact that they've been having this back and forth between them for a while. So how would the fences be mended between the assembly and the governor, at least for the sake of the people of Nasarawa State?
The governor has already reached out, extended an olive branch to the members of the assembly for a rapprochement between them for the interest of the people of Nasarawa State. The legislature and the governor were all elected for the peace, security, and good governance of Nasarawa State, to provide development to the people of Nasarawa State. They are all stakeholders in this business. And he believes that as a statesman, the leader of the state, he has a responsibility to bring everybody on board to ensure that there is peace, there is security, and there is good governance. He is doing everything within his power to ensure that he mends fences, he pours oil over this troubled water.
We also understand, pardon me, we understand that the panel had memoranda submitted to them and then from the public, but they turned it down. Is that true? Did you hear any such thing?
I'm not aware of that. I'm not aware of that.
Now, would you say that the governor had been running his affairs transparently, knowing that he had a State House of Assembly that was there to, constantly check him?
Since he assumed office, his concern has always been transparency, accountability, and the rule of law. His inaugural speech speaks much of that. He believes that Nasarawa State has been shortchanged for the past 12 years and believes that the resources of the state needs to be channeled to development efforts and in accordance with laid down procedures.
So
he has been religiously...
Sorry to interrupt you, sir, but aside from his beliefs,
yes.
What did he do to ensure that transparency is enshrined in the administration of Nasarawa State?
He ensures that no approval, no project, no expenditure is approved by him unless the relevant procedure is followed. And he must be convinced that it is followed before he does that. He has set up a lot of offices to ensure that it checks some of these procedural lapses. And he has ensured that everything is going on as smoothly as it can to ensure that there is value for the money that is being expended for any development project or for any expenditure at all.
We know the role of the State House of Assembly in approving monies that will be spent by the executive. In spite of their, will I say, running battle, would you say that all of these procedures were followed with the State House of Assembly?
The House of Assembly's role in terms of spendings starts with approval of an appropriation bill. As soon as an appropriation bill is passed by the House of Assembly and assented to by the governor, it becomes the document that is used to approve expenditure. And once the document is out, every project, every expenditure that is being done must follow the normal administrative process in accordance with the financial regulations and in accordance with the budgetary provisions that are being set for every of such project or expenditure.
All right, Mr. Hamza Mohammed, thank you for speaking with us today on Sunrise Daily.
So, thank you,
we did actually reach out to, thank you. We reached out to the Nasarawa State House of Assembly on this matter to get their perspective on it repeatedly, but they, as you see, they declined featuring on the program. So that's so much for that.